In the next episode, at Alfea, Bloom will discover a new life and amazing new friends. But in the magic dimension, she will also meet the witches from the School of Cloud Tower. The first problem she will have to deal with. Peace and magics will be threatened. Bloom has found a new friend, Stella, and together they will make lots of discoveries. Mysterious creatures threaten Stella, the fairy of the sun and moon. She knows how to defend herself. But she should be thankful for Bloom's help. Could she be a fairy too? We'll find out at Alfea, the school for fairies. In the next episode, there's going to be a big party in Magics. This is an opportunity to meet the specialists. The boys from Red Fountain are really amazing. The witches won't be invited and they will react. What will they do? At Alfea, the 5 friends form a group, the Winx. It's wonderful to go to magic lessons together with Stella, Flora, Musa, and Tecna. But in the magic dimension, there's also a school for witches, Cloud Tower, where the dangerous Icy, Darcy, and Stormy go to school. Were they responsible for the ogre's attack? And why? In the next episode, it's time for exams at Alfea. There will be a test in the Black Mud Swamp with Professor Palladium. The specialists will also be there. But something will go wrong. At Alfea, the fairies have a party with the specialists from Red Fountain, and the Tricks have not missed this opportunity to try again to steal Stella's magic ring. Only Bloom, who is transformed into a fairy for the first time, is able to stop them. In the meantime, a special relationship is developing between Bloom and Brandon. In the next episode, the Tricks won't give up because they want Stella's magic ring at any cost. Difficult times for the Winx. Will they be strong enough to handle this situation? What a surprise when the fairies run into the specialists in the Black Mud Swamp. The Winx have to help them look for the missing troll, don't they? But the Tricks, they were the ones responsible for the supposedly missing troll. Until now, the 2 groups have not crossed paths, but the next battle is very close. In the next episode, amazing discoveries will lead Bloom and her friends to Cloud Tower to try to get Stella's magic ring back. Their mission will be filled with obstacles, spells, monsters, and magic traps. Will they succeed by themselves, or will they need help? Nobody suspected that Prince Sky's invitation was false after his many love letters to Stella. But it was really the Tricks. What a disappointment for Stella. The Winx have had to give in to the witches' demands now that Stella's magic ring is in their possession. However, the fairy of the sun and moon is safe, and the game isn't over yet. In the next episode, Griselda will show how tough she is. Nevertheless, a special relationship will continue to grow between the specialists and the fairies, which will bother Icy, Darcy, and Stormy. Where is the hidden source of the power that the witches are looking for? The Tricks have realized that the power of the dragon's flame is not inside Stella's ring. The Winx, however, have recaptured the ring after a difficult mission to Cloud Tower, and with the help of a mysterious voice that speaks to Bloom. Back at Alfea, Faragonda punishes them harshly, taking away their powers. In the next episode, there is a lot of activity in Magics for the Festival of the Rose, but at last it is time for a break at home. Musa will stay at Alfea with just her memories. Bloom and Stella will participate in a motorcycle race with the boys from Red Fountain. But the Tricks are waiting for the chance to take advantage of the situation. It was fun to clean Alfea together with the specialists from Red Fountain. Their party, however, was interrupted by a monster created by the Tricks. The boys defended the Winx, and since they've all been very courageous, Faragonda gives them back their powers. The friendship between the fairies and the specialists is stronger than ever, and the Tricks want to destroy this friendship at any cost. In the next episode, Bloom will have some strange and disturbing dreams. A mysterious image appears. Who is it? What does it mean? Musa will discover a painful secret about Riven, and the Tricks will try to discover the source of Bloom's extraordinary powers that she demonstrates in combat. In Magics, it is time for the Rose Festival. Musa has stayed at Alfea, lost in her memories, while Bloom, Brandon, Sky, and Stella have shared exciting times during a motorcycle race. Riven, tricked by the Tricks, accuses Bloom of causing his accident. He believes that Darcy has saved him, so he leaves the group and goes away with her. In the next episode, The exams continue at school. Will Bloom be able to pass the test in Palladium's simulation chamber? But what are the tricks planning? Even Kiko has some difficult moments ahead. Musa is really upset when she sees her Riven together with Darcy. In addition, she finds herself alone to face the evil Trix. But together, the Winx and the Specialists are able to save her. Strong magical powers are growing in Bloom, and surprising memories are emerging from her past. In the next episode, during the exams, Flora will be absolutely impossible. The Winx will help her on an expedition to Black Mud Swamp, but a mysterious creature threatens the swamp. Yet another mystery to solve. Bloom has passed the exam in the simulation chamber. Her virtual trip to Domino has given the Trix the opportunity to observe her powers. She has the Dragon's Flame. Little Kiko has to pay the price, however, but he manages to save himself, thanks to his laziness. In the next episode, it's time for the Miss Magic's competition. Will Stella participate? Murta discourages Lucy the Witch from competing, but she will use the Trix's magic spells in order to win. Yet again, the party will be ruined, but entertainment is guaranteed. Flora is preparing for her exam by going back to Black Mud Swamp together with the Winx. Another mystery of the Magic's universe has been discovered, the world of the algae nymphs. The Winx courageously succeed in freeing them, demonstrating that they really are a united group. In the next episode, at last it's time for vacation. Bloom can go home to her mom and dad. Who knows what new things Bloom will discover in Gardenia? There will certainly be some surprises. Flora brilliantly passes her exam, while Stella is busy preparing for the Miss Magic's competition. Her main rival? Lucy the Witch, who is helped by a Trix spell. But Stella is successful at making the best of the situation. In the end, everyone learns something. In the next episode, Bloom is really upset by her latest discoveries. She will need Brandon's help on a secret mission to Cloud Tower to find her Book of Fate. But Riven, who is on Trix's side now, tells Darcy about Bloom's plan. What will the Winx do, and what will happen to Murta? Bloom has returned to Gardenia for her vacation. She's really happy to see her parents again. Vanessa is threatened by two mysterious characters, but Bloom is able to defend her thanks to the skills she's learned at Alfea. Bloom has discovered some upsetting things about her past and is filled with doubts now. In the next episode, Bloom is confused by all the things that are changing her life. She needs to speak to someone with experience who will understand her. Faragonda will reveal new details about her past, and Daphne, the mysterious voice that she hears more and more. An envelope that Whizgiz has lost, containing answers to an exam, will turn into a tempting opportunity. Bloom has returned to Cloud Tower with Brandon to find the book that contains her history. However, Riven has told the Trix, who mislead Bloom with false information. She is so upset that she is about to leave the magic dimension. Only the intervention of the Winx and Murta resolves the situation, but at a high price. In the next episode, a terrible creature lives on the fears and nightmares of the Winx. They will have a sleepless night. The Trix will take advantage of the fairy's weakness to seize Bloom's powers. This is a difficult moment for the five friends. It is open warfare between the fairies and the witches. In Bloom's dreams, Daphne's message is becoming clearer. Professor Whizgiz's exam was really unusual. The opportunity to get a top grade without any effort is really tempting. But honesty is the best policy, and knowing how to resist the temptation to cheat is the best answer to a classroom assignment. In the next episode, at Red Fountain, the specialist's skills are demonstrated. Bloom joins her Brandon, but she finds him with a mysterious and beautiful girl, Diaspro. Who is she? Upsetting discoveries about Brandon. Unable to convince Bloom to come to them, the Trix have decided to use an evil creature which takes over its victims, feeding on their fears. This time, the Winx defeat this danger only with the help of the school director, Faragonda. In the next episode, Bloom goes home. She wants nothing to do with magic, but not even Gardenia is peaceful. The Trix decide to attack, putting the lives of her parents in danger. For Bloom, some mysteries about her past will start to become clear. But at what price? Bloom is searching for information about her past, and during this difficult moment, she stays away from Brandon. In addition, a mysterious girl is in the middle of everything. Bloom has discovered that Brandon is actually the real Prince of Heraklion. She now discovers that the one sure thing in her life wasn't real. She wants to go home more than ever. In the next episode, Riven will discover Darcy's trick. The Tricks have taken the dragon flame that gives Bloom her power. Will they attack Althea and Red Fountain in their quest to control everything? Everyone fights back courageously, but the magic dimension is in chaos. Bloom has returned to Gardenia and has resumed her normal life on Earth. However, never underestimate the Tricks, who are playing their last card to get what they want: blackmail. In order to save her parents, Bloom loses her magic powers. And there's a new revelation. Daphne is Bloom's sister. In the next episode, the Tricks' demands put Red Fountain in serious danger. A mission to Domino is organized so Bloom can investigate her past and get the dragon's flame back. A dangerous mission begins for the fairies in the frozen, timeless land of Domino. What will happen to Bloom without her powers? How will she face the enemy? The Tricks use the power of the dragon's flame that they stole from Bloom to conquer Cloud Tower first, and then to attack Althea and Red Fountain. The first attack fails, thanks to the courage of the specialists. During one attack, Sky finally leaves selfish Diaspro, while Riven finally realizes that Darcy has been using him. In the next episode, what is hidden in the mysterious twisting corridors of Domino? Where is Bloom? What happened to the amazing castle that is now lifeless? Will the Winx be able to find their friend? Will they be able to help her get the dragon's flame back and defeat the icy army created by the Tricks? The Tricks' deadline is passed. The Dark Army has attacked Red Fountain and destroyed it. The Winx have gone to Domino to search for a way to get the dragon's flame back. The Tricks have unleashed a giant monster against them, and Bloom falls off a cliff. What will happen to her? In the next episode, Magix has been reduced to a ghost town. Althea is a military headquarters, and Red Fountain has been defeated completely. Riven is a prisoner, and even Griffin and her students are hostage to the madness of the Tricks. It is time to act. A mission to Cloud Tower is organized to get the dragon's flame and its power back. Bloom has found the royal palace at last and rejoins her group of friends. She has met the spirit of Daphne, who has revealed to her new facts. The battle with the giant snow monster and the army of Golem was terrible. Fortunately, the specialists arrived just in time. It's time to go back to Althea. In the next episode, at Althea, the fairies and the specialists are waiting for the Tricks' next attack. Bloom's group moves through the corridors of Cloud Tower to get to a room where there is a giant flame. Is that really Bloom's flame? Unfortunately, the Tricks will find out that they have visitors. Althea has been turned into a military camp, and Red Fountain has been defeated. Challenging the Tricks in their own territory at Cloud Tower was a failure. The plan didn't work, but thanks to Riven's help, the situation didn't turn into a tragedy. In the next episode, Griffin and Faragonda are united against a common enemy. They will have to stay together to fight the Tricks, who are more powerful than ever. What will happen to Bloom and Sky? Will they be able to rejoin the Winx? Althea is in real danger. In Cloud Tower, Bloom and her friends find the room where they think the dragon's flame might be. The battle with the Tricks was unavoidable. Griffin was able to stop them for a while, allowing the Winx to escape to Althea. Sky and Bloom distracted the enemy with the space spider, but an accident complicates the situation. In the next episode, what will happen to Magix? What will Bloom discover at Roccaluce? And Daphne, what does she want from her? Meanwhile, the Dark Army will start marching towards Althea, and all the magic dimension will be affected by the Tricks' quest for power. Griffin and Faragonda have joined forces to bring Magix back to normal. Bloom and Sky are trapped in the dark forest, not exactly an ideal situation for a romantic date. The two kids separate. Sky will go to Magix, while Bloom goes to Roccaluce, following Daphne's voice. In the next episode, it is time for the final battle. Inside the walls of Alfea, the power of the tricks will be fought, but the Dark Army is ready for the final battle. All the creatures of the magic dimension will be united in an extraordinary alliance. Will the fairies, witch, and specialists succeed in defeating the superpower tricks? What will happen to Bloom and Sky? In Roccaluce, Bloom finds Daphne, and she also sees the faces of her beloved family from her past. She realizes that she still has the power inside her, but she must believe in it in order to release it. In Magix, Sky is almost defeated, but Bloom manages to save him. The Dark Army is already marching towards Alfea. This is the final battle.